Apple trying to cut into the content making business, putting $1 billion towards creating content in 2018. I mean, seems like a little late for them to be jumping in, but I don't know. Dave, Apple Music, are you in or out on them creating their own content?
Yeah, yeah, good point. So since the news broke that they were plan to drop $1 billion on original programming, uh, analysts have kind of refocused everyone that this should be seen as a play against Spotify, who they're lagging behind in terms of subscribers, not a play against Netflix or Amazon. This is not Apple becoming, the next Hulu or something, right?
Right.
Netflix spent $6 billion on content. Amazon spent $4.5 billion. Apple spending $1 billion is not moving the needle, but that's not what they're trying to do. This is really just a play at Spotify, where they're about 23 million subscribers behind. It's about 50 million to 27 million. And analysts say that if they can add 7 to 8 million Apple Music subscribers off of this boost in content, they'll drive people to the platform and hopefully subscribe, they'd recoup that $1 billion in 3 years. Wow. So that's the thought. Again, we have to see what kind of content it is. Obviously, they'll attract talent. They already get more exclusive deals or timed exclusives with their service, but not necessarily driving subscribers. Spotify still dominates, and titles obviously, barely a factor.
Right.
So it is interesting, and I'm interested to see what kind of content this is, whether it's stuff that they put on the Beats One, or if it really is like original shows that's on through Apple Music. So interesting, but it's not an attack on Netflix or Amazon, obviously.
It's interesting. I didn't know that Apple was the one that was producing full-length carpool karaoke episodes, the one where it's like 23 minutes long, which I think is actually a really interesting space for them to try to go into. If you're going to be mostly a music service, but then you're going to be offering this extra content as a way to entice new subscribers, it seems like a really smart venue.
Yeah, it's interesting because that almost seems like an attack on YouTube. Trying to get some viral aspects on their site that cost money. Spotify doesn't have anything like that, so in theory it could work, but I'm just not sure how much this actually will move the needle in terms of getting people to pay for Apple Music that weren't already planning on it paying for it. So
right,
too early to tell.